So when I was up in Oregon, where we last left off, on my way up there, I stopped at a vineyard somewhere in Sonoma Valley. Actually, I think it was Napa Valley, where I stopped. At this vineyard in the middle of nowhere. I filled out an application, and I didn't have a phone, so I gave them my email address. And after about 2 weeks up in Oregon of writing that song, and I found a manual typewriter, and I camped out by the Willamette River, and I was there for about a week, and I got a leaf of paper, and it cost me like $6. And I typed out this screenplay out there. It was just the most ideal, perfect, wonderful time. It was awesome. And as I finished the screenplay, then I get an email from Corbell Winery, which is located in Guerneville, California, about 150 miles from where I dropped off the application, and they're calling me back to where I went before, to where I visited Andrea, with whom I borrowed the guitar. And so I go back there, and I drive down, and I've got to go do my job interview, so I go do that, but I got to find a place to stay. And I'm coming down the main road, and you know how the roads are there in Sonoma County. It's a really long, you go through all these vineyards, it's beautiful. And I come to a fork, or you know, the thing, not fork, a four-way stop. And I just feel this way. And so I turn, and I'm following this road, and the road starts to wind, these vineyards, and it's just beautiful. I'm like, oh my God, I love this. This is an awesome experience. And then I come to this bridge over the Russian River, and I look down, and there's this like a forest almost. You know, it was just a park, but it looked like a forest to me. And I get to the other side of the bridge, and there's this fenced-in enclosure with an opening just big enough for a pedestrian or a motorcycle. And I roll right in there, and I park the bike, and I start walking around, and it's just beautiful. And I find this little path, and then at the end of the path, there's like this little hammock, this little cave just encased in green. It was just gorgeous. And so I was able to spend this time there working this job. And I lived there for like 7 weeks. It was just amazing. I found another manual typewriter for like another $5. And then Andrea came back from her rendezvous. She's a tour guide, a really adventurous girl, amazing person. She came back, and when she was going off again, she let me borrow her guitar. And so I had this great opportunity. I'm working greats and driving trucks, you know, it's fun. Doing the same thing Cabaret was doing, you know, working the crush season, only with more technology. And living in this little cave where I could write on the guitar, I could write all day, and you know, I had a typewriter there, and it was just blissful. And I realized, you know, sometimes we get so consumed with, you know, the things that we want in life that we miss all the beauty that's around us all the time. And so much it's like, if only this, and if only that. And so I started thinking about that, different ways that we just say, if only this could happen, then I can start enjoying life. And we have so many if-onlys. You know, that's part of our religious problem, that's part of our political problem. You know, we would do the right thing if only this didn't happen. But it's the way that it is. Thank you. You know, and we do that in enjoying our own lives as well. You know, if only I had this car, or this house, or this TV, or this girlfriend, or boyfriend, or husband, or child, or whatever. It'll come when it's ready to come. For now, look what you got. It's amazing. It's paradise. When you open your eyes to it. If only I could play this guitar the way John Lennon did, I would write you a better song than this. If only I had a wall, I'd paint your picture and hang it on. And if I had a coin, I'd call you. But as it is, I don't have more than what you see. Tattered men in broken shoes. And if only that were enough for you. Sometimes we come up short. Sometimes we gotta get high. We can't always reach the stars. We can still reach the sky. sometimes you take what you get, and sometimes you pray for heaven, and sometimes you think this is it. If only our enemies would see that we're right all the time, they would lay their weapons down. There'd be no bloodshed. If only I believed all that I could be a peaceful man, but as it is, the flag is striped with red. Sometimes you gotta put out, sometimes you gotta give in. Sometimes I'm happy to lose, sometimes I'm bitter to win. Sometimes you get what you want, sometimes you take what you get, and sometimes you pray for heaven, sometimes you think this is it. If only no one went hungry, everyone had a place to live, no one would ever have to live anyone else. If only there were no need, there'd be no joy in filling it. And as it is, they know that it ain't always good. Sometimes you run for the race, sometimes you race for gold, and sometimes you find a diamond hidden in that charcoal. Sometimes you get what you want, sometimes you take what you get, and sometimes you pray for heaven, sometimes you think this is it. If only I could get a break, I could be a superstar, I could have gold records on my wall and a fancy car, but as it is, all I've got is 6 strings, good friends, and this beat up guitar. There's always that is just enough. Thank you.